cannot walk in and get Montessori for your child and not get Montessori for your whole family. It's definitely a whole family education, and it's a way of living your life.
Teachers, they act as our sounding board to ask questions and try to understand how we deal with them at home.
We're just constantly astonished at the things that he's coming home and he's telling us, learning about the structure of the language already and wanting to know what is, a noun or an adjective. And so I think that kind of stands out. It's just that we constantly are, my husband and I, as well as my children, my 9-year-old and my 16-year-old, are amazed at what he's coming home and having gained from coming to school here.
Parents, we're both working parents, and we're always struggling for time on the weekends, but we're able to do a piano class while he's right here in school. And this would be 30 minutes turned into a 30-minute class on a weekend that turned into a couple of hours elsewhere. The Montessori school takes him to the karate class. That again saves us time. So we are able to save about half a day on a weekend from those two activities that the school very graciously agreed to sponsor and be part of.
I truly think that we try to set the tone that you can do anything you put your mind to.
A Montessori classroom, you could have 24 children in that classroom, all working on different materials at different levels of education at different speeds. It's a very different setting from a traditional education.
Because of the way the ages are grouped together, you have a 3-year age span in all the classes. So if I teach my children from 3 to 6 years old in the same room, the children that are 3 are watching the children that are 4 and 5 doing the harder lessons, doing the more challenging work, and they find it interesting and they want to build their knowledge to be able to do what they see other children that are older than them doing. And the older children benefit from this relationship that they build, that it gives them a sense of self-esteem and pride in themselves that they can actually teach another child, a smaller child, how to do something new. And it's really fun to watch the children interact together like that because they both just enjoy it so much.
Montessori teaches children is how to work together. They can learn in a group environment and work together. It also teaches them to start something, work through it, finish it. So a good work cycle, I think, is a good thing that they learn. And also, most important to me is the love of learning. Montessori lets them, I really love math, and they can go with that and learn as much as they can about math.
We know where they're at in learning, we know what types of things they're interested in. For instance, I'm a toddler teacher, and we know they love water. So we do a lot of water activities, and they'll help like pouring water or squeezing a sponge to develop their muscles for handwriting. And so we try and incorporate certain things that we know they're going to be interested in.
ANH especially gives so much importance to the child as an individual. The child can learn at his or her own pace. And you see your little child grow into an individual, has a personality of his own in front of your eyes. It feels very good.
They learn to respect one another. So all of these kids in very large classrooms are working, they're doing their individual work, and the others are observing and learning at the same time. So they learn how to not only focus and concentrate, but at the same time you're teaching these children very, very young age to respect the other, which today it's very valuable.
You would think 20-something, 3, 4, 5-year-old kids in a room that's not that big, but big enough but not huge. It's probably going to be pretty loud and noisy, and there's hardly a peep. And then some people say, oh, well, that doesn't sound good. There can't be learning going on. Well, every one of them is busy doing some kind of work.
My son enjoys spending all his day here with his friends, and he enjoys the lessons. So at the end of the day when I come and pick him up, he's so cheerful, he's so happy, and that's something which is more important to me.
What he's able to do now is do second grade, third grade reading and do math like addition, subtraction, divisions at a kindergarten level. So we found that structured and unstructured version of what the Montessori offered really was as advertised.
So he's actually reading at a very high level at the age of 5. He's been here for a year, and it was, the typical difficult time sounding words out, kind of putting those sounds together. But once he did, it was just like this big, huge leap.
One day I was driving home and Victoria was just singing this song, and then I stopped, paid attention to what she was singing, and she was singing the continent. So that was really nice.
I would hope that a child who moves on from a Montessori education has the self-assurance and the self-esteem to be confident in the choices that they make in the world, and has the confidence to know that they can accomplish any task that's before them.